talking of treatment,
Uh-huh.
tell me about Daring Ventures. What do you guys offer? What do you do? How can people find you?
Yeah. So Daring Ventures, it was a practice I started it in 2017. The name Daring Ventures, I lifted out of a quote by John Bowlby. So John Bowlby's
Yeah.
known as the father of attachment theory, a British psychologist of the 20th century. And he said, life is best organized as a series of daring ventures from a secure base.
Ah,
And so much of the work we do, which really comes from a lot of it starts from my own recovery story. So I'm a man in recovery myself. I read a book early on in my recovery called Addiction as an Attachment Disorder.
mm-hmm.
It was incredibly helpful to me, Philip Flores. I still think it's an amazing book in a lot of ways. And so this lens of attachment really was formative for me. And it's infused through what we do at Daring Ventures. So we come through a very relational lens, whether we're working with someone individually or as a couple, to come alongside them, try to walk with them, toward healing. We do that through all sorts of things. We do ongoing care of therapy. We have coaches that work with us as well. Probably what we're known for the most is our intensives.
Mm-hmm.
We do disclosure intensives, but not just that. We actually have a process where a couple can apply to work with us. There are a lot of hoops to jump through because we do a lot of assessment up front, research based, peer reviewed, assessments because we want to really understand that couple and then take what we've learned and design an experience for them. Um, and so we do these customized couples intensives to help people maybe on a point where they're stuck or try to transition from one phase into another phase of their recovery process. We do that with people individually and as a couple.
I,
So that's something we do.
I remember we were talking one time and you have a different approach when it doing because of the couples work that you're doing.
Hmm.
And for many of us, when we're doing this work, it's like, okay, I'm working with the addict. And so I'm,
Hmm.
I'm, I'm helping the addict to find their way and to heal and for them to be okay in their own skin, regardless of what happens. And we're
Yes.
working with the partner to help them heal and help them be okay in their own skin, regardless of what happens. And we're doing everything we can to help the coupleship survive and so they can communicate and find their way through. But it's really a model of we're helping the individual to thrive
Hmm.
and we're doing what we can to help the coupleship make it forward.
Yes,
When you do couples work, you flip that.
I do. So the model that I've been working on for several years now, I call couple-centered recovery.
Uh-huh.
And the first thing I always say in a venue or setting like this is it's not for everybody. And we turn people down. What we do. Both people need to be in it. They need to get it, want it, and have the capacity to do it. Then we're actually going to make that coupleship the primary client. And what that means is, yeah, there's still individual work that they need to do, but but the guiding principle is if it's not good for this relationship, it's not good for me. Now, guess what? The betraying partner leads the way in that because the betrayed partner is going to step back and go, really? All right, do you mean that? Can you really live by that? What if I tell my wife everything? And I decide that if it's not good for my marriage, it's not good for me. I never have to choose between what's best for my marriage and what's best for me. Because if it's bad for my marriage, it's bad for me. Now, of course, there are limitations to that. I'm not talking about staying in an abusive relationship. I'm not, right? But as general guiding principles. And what we found is that it's harder. It's much more, it's messier. Okay. But talk about an incubator for growth.
Yeah.
Because now those principles that I live out, a couple times a week when I go to my 12-step meetings, I get the opportunity to live them out every night when I come home to my partner.